Hey everyone, this is the Viking Gamer 92 back with the Banner Saga. Now, what we decided to do last here, let's come up with some decisions on what to do. We can leave, we can destroy the bridge, or we can go to the Great Hall. We're gonna go to the Great Hall. You'll do as I say. I'm not here to argue. I'm telling you, we're dying by the dozens every day now. You sent our best away with Hacken. How long do you expect us to last? You asked for this command, Fawcett. They'll let them get across that bridge. Fawcett takes his leave just as you approach. Not great timing, you think to yourself. Thank you for the audience. I forget your name. Rook. Rook, how is Yngvar? Will he survive? I think so. If I remember Yngvar well enough, he hasn't told you why he faced down Bellower, did he? No, he keeps things to himself. Yes, that sounds right. Yngvar confronted a Sundr in his youth during the Great Wars. He won that fight. None other but the Menders have done that. He proved us stronger. Maybe he thought to do it again. I ever killed a Sundr? How did he end up in Skogir? You would have to pry that from him yourself. I don't know. He disappeared when the last king tried to name him Kender. It occurs to you that your under would not be on the throne now had that happened. By the way, why are you here, Rook? Be brief. I'm offering to help take apart the bridge. Human, if there is one more mention of that bridge, your under's mood changes almost instantly. You have nothing else to say. Get out to my damned hall. What's so important about that bridge? What's so important about that bridge? Every man I've ever met thinks he'd rival the gods themselves. If only he were in charge. I'm over 400 years old, and I know that I know little. You're a child, an infant, yet you know everything. Listen, human, the story is not about you. If you jumped from that bridge today, the world would not change. Now either help Fawcett retake it, or leave my city. I do not care which. The guards quickly usher you out of you don't resist. I do not resist. So we can either fight him on the bridge, which, if I remember correctly, is a terrible idea. Yeah, that's a horrible idea. But this little group right here, I can already tell that is the worst of ideas. So, we're going to destroy the bridge. Dude. Ivan nods when you tell him you'll help destroy the bridge. He reminds you of the plan. Get him onto the bridge and give him time to strike until it falls. Hold off anyone who comes at him, Dredge or Varl alike. Aw, I'm not happy about that one. Follow Ivan to the bridge, where the Varl are lined up to join battle. They readily let you step into the next group, curious to watch the Mender fight. When you've killed a few, I'll begin, Ivan whispers. Yay, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna do well, but I'm not gonna die either. Back. Yep. Ready for battle. Ugh. Okay. Oh god, look at all of them everywhere. No, they won't, I'm sure. I'm sure it'll be very easy for them to remember the day they kicked my ass. The Dredge and the bridge are vicious, bloodlust in their eyes. They overpower you. The Varl are able to pull you away before anyone is slain, though you consider yourself lucky. We can't do that again, utters Ivan. Your options shrink. Whoa. Leave. Ivan sighs as you agree to pack up and leave, slamming his fist against the wall. Are you certain you'll not help me on the bridge? Less than the entire race is about to be wiped out. I know they haven't been very cooperative, but we can't take this lightly. Will we abandon them to history? Extend the offer, but we have to go. That's between you. Go get Ivor and your caravan ready. I'll speak to your under. Soon he returns, shaking his head. You know your under refuses offer to flee. I won't be coming with you, says Krumer. They put Falsa in charge of the warriors here. He needs help. Gods, we all will. Give Yngvar my regards. The giant returns to his warriors. I'll send some Varl with you if you volunteers or those wounded on the bridge. You begin the long trek to Bjorgard with a crippling ache in your heart. I couldn't exactly do anything anymore. Half my dudes were crippled. And now all of them are crippled. I mean, we have 89 Varl. And they're the ones going to the capital. And we're boned. Jeez. What if we blew up that bridge we saw at Grimnir? Adelaide says, if camp is stopped for a short break, she pulls you by the sleeve. Ivor woke up. She leads you back to his tent. Ivor, don't get up. If this is what happens when we die, I'm very disappointed. No, you're okay. We left Irontoft. What happened? Did anyone survive? It's hard to explain exactly. We're going to meet another mender. Bellower is still at the bridge. We're all doomed. So be it. Just rest. It's a miracle you arrive. I even saved you. Give the mender my regards. Ivor grimaces and stands. As you try as you might, you can't convince him to relax. He intends to walk like everyone else. Yay, let's see how everyone's doing. Probably awful. Yup. Sans one arm there. Alright, I guess we'll rest today. Wait, actually hit the training one. And training, because I don't need that. I don't actually need to train. I don't think that gets you renown anyway. If it did, I would definitely do something there. You. And we're done. Because we're going to save up some renown and do other things with that. And then we're going to leave, because we are almost out of supplies. We are officially out of supplies. Okay, the sound skirt alerts you to a Varl surrounded by a half-dozen armed fighters. One man spots you and shouts, "Leave us to our business. This Varl killed my father without reason." The Varl is about to respond when a man attacks. The giant swats the blade aside and silently watches for the next assault. To hear what the Varl has to say, the Varl shrugs as if unconcerned, saying, This one's father and I had a business deal. He lied. Now he's dead." "Lie!" shouts the man. "You murdered him over a lie, you coward!" The man attacks wildly. The Varl who deflects them well enough, but you're uncertain how long he can keep it up. Okay. Ivor, you know any, we could use of any Varl with a good sword arm, couldn't we? He nods, readying his weapon. The man immediately backs off the protest of fighting. Your entire army suddenly out of healing. They watch from a distance, shouting obscenities and something about injustice. The Varl turns toward you. Didn't need the help, but if I'm going to travel, it may as well be in the company of other Varl. Falls in line with the others and return to your travel. Yep, no food. People are going to start dying because we have no food. Plasmen have discovered a large patch of wild fruit. As you approach, you see some people have begun to sample them. Mother frets about whether they're safe. They're overhearing one of the children say that it tastes funny. The others start gathering basketfuls. The animals. Lacking a poison taster, you hold out a fruit to a goat. The beast sniffs it before eating the entire fruit. Only the pit falls to the ground as the goat licks its mouth and leans toward your hand, wanting more. Take a bite yourself, I guess? Several watch you as you taste the fruit. A pause after swallowing and feigning choking. Late rushes after your side in panic, but your laughter soothes everyone's concerns. Soon everyone's a little tipsy from fermented fruit, and spirits are high. Hey! Back to week. It appears that a large figure is following you from the direction of Irontoft. Oddleaf watches intently before saying, "I have a cart. I can hear it." You slow to have a better view and spy a small caravan of Varl. Eventually they catch up. Greetings, Ivar. It's been quite a while since we talked, hasn't it? I know you. Reuben, never imagined you to be one to defy the king. What made you leave? Someone had to. What do you mean? Belor is heading this way. How? How is that already? How is that possible? A group of Varl from Wormstar showed up around the back of Irontoft. Long way. Belor and his army chased them across the summer path, they said. Past Wormtow? That doesn't make sense. Belor was at the bridge. Must have doubled back after the serpent appeared. While we fought on the bridge, he led half his force around to approach Irontoft from behind. The attack on the bridge was a feint? Don't let anyone tell you the Dredge aren't clever. Irontoft will fall within a day. Maybe not. He's following you. I thought you might know why. One of you might know why. Exchange nervous glances, but nobody speaks up. Must be me, then. Is it something I don't know? That's quite a grudge he's holding if he's coming for you, Ivor. It doesn't matter. Our only chance to get to Searcombe. Juno will know what to do. We'll join you. I come bearing supplies and warriors. I'd be happy to help kill a dredge or two, I believe. Oh, supplies. 10 renown. Doesn't look like we got any more Varl or humans or fighters or anything, but if you say so, I believe you. I have no reason not to. Here it stops at a split in the road. Ahead, the path leading to Saga veers off into the hills, which are now swimming with familiar black shapes. Dredge that way too, grimaces Ivar. Ivan, the summer path leads straight to Sigholm, while taking the main road will add several days. They're every way but now, replies Uven. I suggest we go around past Urkstrup. Let's go past Urkstrup. I hate to say it, you tell Ivan, but I'm not willing to walk into swarms of dredge anymore. Juno will have to wait. You turn towards the long road, along Urkstrup, hoping you save lives in the process. It's all we can hope for. Yay! Poor morale. Looks like we'll get to Hawkstrup within the day, maybe. The scout returns with a nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like they must have been running from something. Patches of blue model her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. Even just carrying her along would kill her in this state like this, says a woman. We could put her in danger, points out another. Fighters stay alert for any threat while the caravan moves on. The healers rub the girl's arms and legs under blankets, but to no avail. An hour later, one healer approaches you with tears in her eyes. Says nothing, only shakes her head. Aww. We couldn't stop, though. That would kill us, probably. You enter a village of miners. We want to know what has been happening recently between the rumblings of the quake and the sightings of the dredge in the distance. As you look around to see a lot of elderly and children, and know these people will only be more mouths to feed. To make their own decision. You welcome anyone who wishes. Many do. Others choose to stay in their homes and see things through. You wish them luck. Yay. I'm so happy about that. Yay. Ah, poop. No. Promote. Nope. Oh, right. I like his skills. I like your skills too. Alright, let's see. He's the only one to promote. And we're gonna get more supplies after we do this. A little bit of armor. A little bit more chaining. No. There we go. And now for the market. 1 renown gets 6 supplies. 2. Yep. Attacks never deflected. Plus 10%. Chance or times 2 strength. Oh, geez, that's nice. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to afford that. Alright, confirm. Lock it, plus 2 willpower, minus 2 aggro draw. Alright, leave. I haven't taken any damage yet, so. More supplies! We need to turn some of those clansmen into fighters somehow. Look at that, shouts one of your clansmen. The caravan stops to watch a dredge pooling into the village you just passed through. I hope anyone who stayed behind got out alive, says a mate. But you have your doubts. They're coming, says Ivor, pointing to a line of dredge leaving the village and marching towards you. As you watch, the dredge front falls over, then one behind it falls as well. You hear a twang to your left. Nid, the archery students of Oddleaf's who you recall, deftly shooting at snow rabbits and firing arrows down the hill. Another dredge topples. That's incredible, says Oddleaf, squinting. But we should get out of here. That's right, let's go. Well, why don't you come with us next time you want to try out that bow, you tell Nid, who nods with a smile on her face. A group of men with broad shoulders and thick cloaks approach the caravan. They might be outlaws, you hear nearby, and the eye quickly ripples through the clansmen. One of the strangers approaches, saying, "We've run out of food. Any help would be welcome." His eyes reveal nothing of his motivations. Ask them how they came to be here. The men get nervous and reveal sturdy weapons. Your warriors step forward until the leader holds out a hand, saying loudly, "Last group to ask us questions tried to kill us. Tried. Let's keep this simple. Will you help us or not? Fight with us and earn your food." The men look surprised by your offer. In short order, they join the caravan, start shouting tales and drinks. Fortunately, it's less than a day later that you discovered they vanished along. Ah! Fuckers! I needed more fighters! I'm not this close to starving to death. Oh, wait for it. Oh, it's almost there. Please tell me it lines up perfectly. Please tell me it lines up perfectly. Cool. The Godstone of Dunder passes around you. In the frozen climate, it looks like the rock has split and is falling apart, held together by only the deep snow. Curiously, when standing between the stones, the wind drops off completely, picking up once again what you pass through. I almost wonder if we should rest here for the night, says Ivor. Seems to notice the same thing. All the snow around it, Dredge might not even be able to find us. Okay. Walk around the camp, along with each strand of Drunder's massive beard is carved a different part of the story. You turn your head to and fro to read it. While the Loom Mother was first created, she soon found a counterpart, Drunder, embodied her ideals in a masculine form. Drunder took some of her creations to give them beards and showed them the secrets of smithing, though many remember him just as fondly for teaching them games and songs of mirth. Camp settles and you notice a group of boys huddled around something. The snow you find out carved in the Godstone himself. The box is elaborately constructed. You can't get it open. It's like a puzzle. Try to open it. The boys take a turn working on the puzzle and give you tips when it's your turn. Though you don't seem to make much. Eventually, leave to sleep. Between a couple of other determined youngsters. Stars sliding around the smooth puzzle pieces. When people began emerging from their tents, you know you're in trouble. Exhausted from a long, sleepless night, worse still, the box remained closed as you shuffle warily with a leaving care. Oh, I shouldn't have helped those guys. Should have said, fuck you. Yep, slowly starving to death. Stop! A resolute voice calls from somewhere in front of you. The surrounding terrain comes alive with armed fighters saying, "No need for bloodshed. Leave a couple wagons and pretend you never even stopped them." How about you leave what you got instead? Counteroffer takes the leader by surprise for a moment. We don't have time for this nonsense. Loosing an arrow before anyone can react, the brigand leader falls over in a spray of blood. The brigands hesitate, then retaliate with fury, screaming for your death of the leader. You find yourself quickly engaged in battle. Okay. What order? +2 range, plus 100% chance to hit. Alright, let's see what you can do. Yep. See what she can do. As well. Here. Oh. And yeah. Ready. So, you run past him just to go to him. Okay. I suppose that makes sense. Run through! Like the dog that he is. Arc lightning. Death comes free. Bloody flail. If morale has any indication on whether how much damage you do and stuff. Arc lightning again. Okay, moving. Crap. Ding. Ah, Deflected. Dead in the face. Ready for promotion. Armor. It's pretty decent, actually. I don't mind her. I mean, her ability so far, that hasn't come into play much, but. Yep. Yeah, she does. She just can't chain yet, unfortunately. And yep. Breaking his armor. Can only do so much. You're needs some damage. Nope. That wouldn't count for anything. I just realized that wouldn't really count for anything, considering the fact that, she's not in bow range. Alright. Hopefully next turn now. Drink that road. And dead. And moving there very slowly. Boom. And there we go. Making our way there slowly. There we go. Ivor. Yes, promotion. Finally used his own belt. Renown's growing. 18 level. Can promote. So can Ivor. A one-armed Varl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we won't make it to Hawkstrip before we run out of supplies, so now you're going to be able to promote him. And this is Hawkstrip smoldering like an old campfire. From here you can see black figures shambling through it. Looks like a dead town, remarks Ivor, confirming your impressions. There's usually survivors, so I'll check it out just in case. Hope others do the same for me. A dredger nothing we haven't faced before. Ivor grunts, but otherwise says nothing. Besides, it might throw a bellower off our scent a bit. You head a day's march towards Hawkstrip. And we die more. As soon as you step foot in a small town, you think you made a mistake. It thoroughly littered with corpses within moments the dredger upon you. As you stirred up an angry hornet's nest, you draw your weapons. Yep, and that promotion costs 15. So, okay. How long have we been? Yeah, we've only been running about 40 minutes now, I think. Yeah, roughly. What am I gonna do? She's got a good ability that I don't mind using. By standing still, the archer is lined up with a shot, takes advantage of enemies' missing armor. Doing bonus damage. For every 2 points of armor her target has lost, the archer gains additional 1 strength to her attack. She didn't move beforehand. This makes her especially deadly near the end of the fight or against tough opponents so that have lost. Remember not to move her, giving the archer time to line up her shot. Okay, fuck it. Alright. We're going to give her the ability to chain a little bit and just give her some more health so she can do some more damage. And +3 armor break, knockback, punch. Yeah, that's pretty much pointless. Your enemies will not soon forget this day. Us for renown. The dredge drive you from the city, even as warriors are getting cornered between buildings. You manage to pull your way alive with some unfortunate losses. And again, our chance to gain supplies have been lost because we can't. Harsh words from one mother to another draw your attention to the entire caravan. My daughter marries Ragni or no one. That reed thin tramp you call a daughter won't provide sons. The insulted mother bares her teeth, ready to attack. Explain yourselves. Ragni chooses my daughter on his own, the insulted woman says, but this one thinks I have something to do with it. Launching forward, the first woman flails wildly, shouting, "Liar!" The women are separated and eventually calm down, but you worry that this is far from over. Yeah, probably is. Considering we are on the edge of starvation every day. Another Godstone. I'm probably going to let this one run a little long, considering I've lost 2 battles now. Yeah, I tend to cut, and I don't like to leave in the battles I lose. The Godstone for Ingrid, Goddess of Knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much-needed rest. Ivor shoos some children away from the solitary dredge slinger lying dead beneath the stone. Should we be worried about that? You ask Ivor, pointing to the dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Inspect the Godstone. Ingrid's Godstone is carved with ancient runes, which you don't make sense to you, though Ivan tells you some of the menders have deciphered them. It's how the menders learn the language of the gods. Past the largest stone, long series of slabs contain more writing, all the way down the hill. The odd thing, he tells you, is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who is reading it. Usually it describes the history of the gods, but it can be nearly about any topic. Sadly, Ivan doesn't know how to read it himself. Juno could, he says. As you're ready to depart, you hear screams from the main Godstone. The same boys so curious about the dead dredge before shrieking and pointing. For a moment, you must think it must not have been dead, but you see they have opened up a wrapping that was in the dredge's hand. Wait, Ivor says, his arm across your chest. This shouldn't be. Get away, everyone! A chill sweeps over you. Elate pushes past and says, "Stop!" Shouts to Ivor, but he curious on look as if already seen it. Leave it. On the ground before is a small stony figure, its hand searching for something it can't find. That's a baby. That dredge is a woman? We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women, children this whole time? Leaving them to die? In a war, it's only the males who fight. We've been fighting the dredge the whole way. Why are women and children on their backs attacking us? They're not invading. They're running. Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness, something black is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake, it's all the beginning of the end. Ivor, you knew. Why? Why didn't you say something? Ivor? When I was young, I killed one of the Sundur during the Second Great War. It was called Rays. Every time we would build our defenses, it would flatten them and push us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Varl and stumbled upon Reyes deep in a snowstorm, alone. She was nursing. I threw my axe. It twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed a Sundur. When I found my way to Grofheim, the Varl wanted to make me Kendra, next to be king. I left. Walked until I ended up in Skardir, where no one knew what I had done. The sound of the wind blowing through the trees. For a long time, no one says a thing until a child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? She asks, lump formed in your throat, looking at the obsidian creature squirming before you. You argue strongly for showing mercy and humanity. Some women in the caravan hesitantly agree to take the dredge infant, while others are furious about bringing it along. Not long afterward, when it comes to you, it's swaddling was being held by this, she says, giving you a hairpin that looks distinctly undredge-like. An inspection on the silver almost slips your nose. Persevere. From the goddess herself, if you ask me, the woman tells you. Finally, I'm making a good decision. Got me an item, at least. God, I hope training doesn't actually, help you gain renown. So many are dying. Could probably gotten a lot of supplies from Huckstruck too. Fucking assholes stealing our shit. Oh, pisses me off so bad. Ahead, you find what appears to be a good number of peasants surrounded by brigands. One of the armed men looks over his shoulder. Gods be damned, this is all I need. Listen, don't interfere. One of the supply wagons is yours. While remaining silent, the peasants plead with their eyes. What's going on here? Nothing concerning you, and before you start telling me otherwise, these are my clansmen, though thought they could run off with every scrap of food in the village. And all I want is you to move on. Take your share or don't. Oh, we need the supplies. You nod, and a few of your men take hold of bringing it into our caravan. Other clansmen take a big eventually turn their backs on the scene and move on, but in lower spirits. Like, we could do any worse. Like, our morale could get any worse. And I'm tired of people dying. We do what we have to. I wonder if they were from Sigurholm.
As Sigurholm approaches, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud homes sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
Oh, God. I feel bad for that, but, I mean, what can I do? Yeah, I mean, and they probably would have given us a supply wagon and we'd be down, like, at least 6 more Varl and 6 more clansmen. One catastrophe to another, says Outleaf as you pull into Sigurholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, Ivan says, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs in front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here. You got a creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. Duckling set up camp in the sinking town. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of the caravan, you've inadvertently walked into a date between Oddleaf and Ivan. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't get a good feeling about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Ivan. I think Oddleif's right. I saw a man. The whole time we were setting up, he was just watching me. In a creepy way. How long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. let's see. How are our heroes doing? We're all healed up. That's good. Is there a market? I really don't want to. What am I supposed to do? Alright, let's talk to people. I don't know if we've ever spoken. I'm Nid. You're Rook. I know. We've actually been traveling together a long time. Isn't it strange how you can be so close to people and not know them? Every day I pass people I swear I've never seen before. I wanted to thank you for letting me join you. You've always been such a good shot. Honestly, I've never tried before. Oddleaf made me. Spent my whole life making clothes, cleaning. Oddleaf's good, but I don't think it was her doing. It feels right. I just look wherever I want it to go. Anyway, I feel better. The caravan, the people worrying all day and making problems. Sometimes they really stew in their misery. I'm glad I can do something helpful. Where are you from? I don't think you're from Skjogr. I know most people there. No, I came from... I had a house in Frostvalar. We were driven out when the dredge started to show up. My husband died trying to protect our home. My sons and I were thrown out into the fields. I'm sorry. Eccle's men killed my husband. Now Eccle's traveling with us. A long time I was angry. Why did he get to live? Why did you decide for the rest of us? You look at him momentarily, not sure what to say, but I've let it go. I have 3 sons and don't want them to grow up with hatred in their hearts. That's why I wanted to thank you. You're welcome. I should be going. Don't think anything of it. We've all had our own problems to deal with. Let me know if you need me to put an arrow in something. She returns to her tent where her boys are waiting for her. Oh, well, that's nice. Alright, let's see what his argument is. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno? Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, or something has happened to her, are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or I don't know. You see, we're pretty exhausted. I don't know, to be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Or, don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't a dream. Being a mender? I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the other. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father, both menders. The guild is for lots of people now. Builders and healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. That's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this. So we don't end up scaring people. Exactly does weaving work anyway? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's just made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it really. It's just like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns into the wood to help them remember shapes of... Or, like I said, hard to explain. Why is the Bellower still following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. Ivan gets a faraway look in his eyes. Cinder blew through like a tempest. The Varl fell into thousands. Most of the Sunder left in the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to, or heading to Arborang. Bellower stayed in Grofheim just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Irontoft, I thought he must want to wipe out the Varl off the map completely, but then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. I think this is the end times. I don't want to think about it. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escaped the dredge, the serpent said a darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long that will take, or what it means even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Mendos are in Arborang. If we can find ships that make it to the capital, we might have a chance. Think about it. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. Spend all day worrying about serpents or Sunder. Probably Sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Alright. Well, rest. Alright, a scuffle broke out from the thieves, shout one of the people. Olive has already run. They took our supplies, you hear nearby. Come on, supplies! I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill them. They're gonna be dead. It's gonna be their own damn fault. Oh, we actually have a full group equipped here. Kind of like our team as it is right now. I don't really see the point in training both of them until maybe later. Maybe one more archer. Might be good. I like the backbiter abilities, and Ivor's a good idea to train just because Varl tend to be pretty tough. It's a good idea to have a variance, I think, in that. If we had more Varl, I would say no. We'll leave Ivar out for now, but we can't really do that, unfortunately. Alright, so we're gonna put you here. You are going to... Oh, wait, no, that's the enemy. That's definitely the enemy. Alright, oh, wait. I'm glad I gave him that. I'm really happy I gave him that. Weird that all the archers are... I mean, I get with the models and stuff, but... kind of interesting that they're still all female. Considering the ones in our group are all female, I guess it only makes sense though. I probably don't need to do that. Yeah, I'm fine. Ugh. Killing me, bro. So much easier to kill humans. So much easier. Dredge and other nonsense. Run through. Oh, looked like he was getting another movement. I mean, another attack there for a minute. Check. Okay. No, you're gonna have to move. No, you won't have to move. Bloody flail. Ah, shit, he's low power there. I think. Ah, come on. I'm through. Glad I got that ability to resist strength attacks now. should take care of you. Armor break. Oh, thank you, Mark Prey. Wow. Does some decent damage. I don't know. Part of me wonders if I'm optimizing the group correctly. Another parts of me wonder if I'm just needlessly sacrificing people. Thieves scatter when you start discover Immortal. Don't want to hear about it, guys. Don't even want to hear about it. Leave. Brooke, wait, please. She said she'd be here. We need her. He's always terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up on Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. Ivan looks across the lake with 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. Got problems. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might just tip or get stuck. Go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that would take. Pay them with what? Supplies? Have to ford the river. Soon, hoping the rest of the caravan can hold out. Footing is slow and sticky, and the water isn't too deep inside the town. It takes a while, but you manage to cross the enormous mud pit outside of Sirgom with an intact, if not cranky, caravan of people. I wish I could have. I don't think waiting out more days would be helpful. Especially after losing those 22 supplies that one day. And we're out of food. Should have had people stay back and defend the caravan. No, I had to be a big hero. John, after sleep, shouts fire and pull back your flames. Quickly consume a supply wagon. A woman cries out, my boy, and points to a burning tent closest to the outlying Varl. Two giants are motionless, staring with terror in their eyes. Wrapping your cloak around you, smoke and flames of the tent are blurred. You grab the boy and slice through the back canvas with your hunting knife. Meet the ashamed look of the older Varl while the crowd cheers for your unfortunately, the supply wagon did not make it. What in the depths was that about, you mutter yourself. Something about the fire, oddly tells you. I've heard this before, they don't like it. Doesn't change what happened, you think to yourself. Hey, you know what's a good thing about having supplies? I didn't lose any there. As you head off to sleep for the night, Onif pulls you aside. I have a couple of concerns I want to speak to you about in private. Find a quiet place to talk. What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? We have picked up quite a few. I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Saga, they're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear they died to protect you. I suppose I do the same. What about the Varro? You don't even know half those warriors. Do you have no problem following a man's orders now? Is that everything that happened in Irontoft? I trust Ivor to handle it. He's fearless, I'll give you that. But look at him. He's run ragged. He can't be there all the time. What happens the first time the Varl don't want to do what you tell them? Let's be honest. They could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. What do you suggest? Just throwing some balls instead of hoping it all works out, Rook. It's not my biggest problem, though. There's a mender with us, a man who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out when his mentor didn't show up in Sericom. Ivan's just an apprentice, what the depths is his master capable of. Think about it, Rook. Really know about Ivan. I heard they're found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. An orb of serpent shows up in Irontoft about tearing half the world in half. Takes one look at Ivan and bolts. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Mender Council? That doesn't make any damn sense. Ivan could have taken control long before now, and a shrewd man with ambitions can be very patient. Grateful for what you've done for us this far, Rook. But it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Only you gasp for air. When you look down, Otis is holding it. Oh, fuck. You know, you could have just... And blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle, and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onif's fighters from Frost Valara leap to action, cutting people down. Leaf turns and fires onto the man. Onif runs her through and pulls a blade from her back without even breaking stride. Drops like a sack of flour. Onif heads straight for a light, freezes an umbrella terror. To your feet in pain. Oddly, he's dead. Somehow you manage to strike to cleave the nearest traitor in two. But you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onif clutches the late's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours. Wow. Who would figure that it turned out to be him that would be the one that betrayed us? I can honestly say I didn't see that coming. Nice twist there. Not terribly inconvenient. Terribly inconvenient. Okay, what are we gonna do? Attack? Nope, no. Attack. In that distance, anyway. Repeat performance. Okay. Got an idea about this, I mean... What? That's how that works? I thought... No! Can't be how that works. Damn it. Come on. Killing me here. Man. Really don't like archers, do they? coward. Like a bitch. Him. Death to your mother, death to your mom, death to your father, death to your whole family. And dishonoring your child. Probably don't. What? You know where? Pronto. We kill him. And ourselves. And you know, just ourselves in the process as well. Really? Nothing. Really nothing. And down. There we go. Chain together 2 willpower. Yes, you can. My strategies are not sound. I am thinking that now. I think I have skills, and I thought said skills would pay the bills, but the skills are not paying. No, the said skills are not paying the bills right now. Okay. Okay, so after this next cutscene, I'm going to cut this. "Where is the late?" shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit, but you're already hobbling into the deep woods ignoring the battle raging behind you. And as the pain start to think you've lost their tracks. Late scream, followed by silence, tear through the trees. Late lies with her back against the tree, her hands and her clothes covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onef, an arrow buried in his right eye, as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then at Onef. "I killed him," she says. "Elate, are you alright?" You cringe as much from pain as the appearance of Elate and her bloody struggle with Onef. "No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest, you're bleeding." Suddenly she's at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's the needle?" "Oddly, if anyone." "Ivor, I found them." As your sight goes black, you see Ivor and Elate standing over you. "Who would have figured it would have been crazy that betrayed me?" "He's going to make it." You open your eyes to the sound of Elate's voice. "Normally a wound like that. I only hope I did enough. I'll survive." "Dad." Elate stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words came out easier than you expected. "Oddleaf?" "It's a good thing Ivan was there. She's going to pull through." "Oh, good." You managed to kill most of the traitorous sons of bitches, and the rest fled into the woods. There were a lot of people I couldn't save. "Everything you could, Ivan. No one expects you to raise the dead." Ivan frowns deeply, putting a hand on his forehead. Why did Onef do this to Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened." He thought my leadership would get us killed. Utter bastard. All this time, he had no idea. Echo killed a good half dozen of Onif's men by himself. He told me Onif was running Frostvalar the whole time. He left Frostvalar behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guessed that relationship was over. Echo was always just the barking dog you put in the yard in front of every... You put to find out who your enemies are. There's no accident Onif went after those of us from Skager. He must have thought with us gone he'd take the banner and the rest of us would fall in line. Or worse, they'd take the supplies for themselves and leave the rest of us as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. We're not like them. You're a better person than I, Rook. None of that changes the fact that Bellower is somewhere out there somewhere following us. The swamp around Searcombe might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. Alright. We're doing horribly. Oh god. That was, like, probably the worst one. The worst one ever. My god, that turned out horribly. Oh. I'm just gonna leave that there, though. Oh god. I hope this episode doesn't run on too long for you guys. I pushed it a little bit because I know I'm going to cut out the battle scenes where I lost, and I figured, I don't know how long those took, really. I know the battles, actually, I was looking at it, they tend to take quite a bit of time, but I don't know. Anyway, we're doing horribly right now. Our supplies are gone. I'm making terrible decisions, and I don't know. Hopefully the next one will turn out better. This has been the Viking Gamer 92. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.